guys, what's happening? It's Ike from Flipside Music, and welcome to F.A.Q. What the F.A.Q? No. Episode 20.
Yeah, we don't have enough digits anymore.
The big 2-0.
Yeah.
Wow. We're all grows up, and we're all grows up.
Yeah. Made it out of our teen years. And
we're all grows up. And I'm here with
Dallon.
And so we're gonna jump right in to the first question.
Yeah.
How about that? We're live in front of studio audience.
It's a Canadian question too, right?
Is it?
Right.
Ben Coombs. All right, yeah.
So it's extra play.
It's very nice. With the holidays coming, what product is always the hot seller that people buy as gifts? This is an easy one.
This is an easy one. Ukuleles.
Ukuleles.
Every year.
Yep.
We get cleaned out.
By the end of December, we are out of ukuleles. Now, granted,
Or ukules.
Right, we're ukuleles. You could say ukulele, or you could say ukulele.
Yeah, if we say ukulele, this dude will show up and correct us immediately.
It's like Beetlejuice. We say ukulele 3 times, and he shows up.
Yeah, it's ukulele.
But those, honestly, that's the number one, I would say, hot seller.
Every year.
Every year, we clear, our ukuleles are gone. So, now that may say something about our ordering process that maybe we should.
Well, yeah, but we have them at the beginning of every year, and we sell an okay number throughout the year. But the holidays, the one
definitely a lot more during the holidays. The thing is we carry the Kala brand ukulele, and they're reasonable priced. And what's really nice about the Kala stuff and why we carry them is they sound good and they stay in tune, and they're not a toy. Even though you're
they're affordable, but
price.
they're not. Yeah, but they're not they don't fall prone to the same stuff that some other affordable stuff can. They're actually usable.
Right. It's an instrument.
Yeah.
It's
an
instrument, man. Totally. So there you go, Ben. That's it. Ukuleles.
Yep.
All right, Cullen James is the next big winner. Come on down, Cullen James. Is Cullen here?
That's him.
There he is.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Want to say hello to our YouTube?
Our legions.
Yeah. You got to come around. You got to come around and stick your head in there.
I'll leave it up to you guys.
All right.
I don't want to ruin the video.
Trust me, you can't get any worse than what's going on right here.
Yeah.
All right, so Cullen James, you want to read that one?
Yeah. So Mr. James says, it's that time of year. What's your favorite year of 2018? And what were your favorite new albums of 2018? I have an easier time with that second one just because I can't remember exactly what came out this year.
Yeah. I think I'm good with the first part.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Did we get the Demogorgon this year? Was that the first year we've been doing it? Was it this year, or did we start it last?
I think we did it early this year is when the Demogorgon.
Okay, then that's mine. There we go.
Well, then I'm going to pick 2.
All right.
Because I like the Demogorgon too. And if you don't know what the Demogorgon is, we collaborated with Matt over at Stomp Underfoot to make a pretty kick-ass fuzz pedal. And so
It'll ruin you for other fuzzes.
It may ruin you for other fuzzes. It's really awesome. It's beastly with a nice low end, but what's really cool is that you're not losing a lot of the top end clarity that you might with some
note
fuzzes.
definition for sure.
Note definition. That's a great So it has hints of walnut.
Yeah.
I think in a really
notes
smooth,
of cherry on the after.
Yeah, a really smooth finish.
Yeah.
And it's pretty awesome. So Demogorgon, yes. And for me, it's the Boss Katana.
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, I feel like everybody here is eventually going to end up with one, but I think I'm the only one right now that doesn't, right?
Yeah, because Nick's he's eventually gonna get one.
Yeah, I think he's just pinning down exactly which one he needs. But so
Right.
he'll have one. Chris has one. You got one.
And Dave's on the bubble too.
Yeah.
So
Dave's
yeah,
on the
I
works.
grabbed a Katana 100. I just really like the simplicity of it, and the amp is very amp-like. It's not for everybody.
Well, and bang for the buck.
Bang for the buck.
You can't hardly beat it. It's
It's loud. There's a lot you can do with it, and so not to try to sell it to everybody, but what's really cool is that the 50 is the right price, right size, and if for somebody that's kind of getting started too, that's an amp that could take them really, further down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like it's a giggable amp at practice amp prices.
Right, and what's cool too is if you're just getting into the game, this madness that we call tone chasing,
Tonal explorations.
Tone dragons.
Yeah.
You
Tonal
can
safaris.
you could get into the katana, and you could play with all. You can go into
Play with all the knobs.
play with all the knobs. Get into that tone central area, and at least you could try a bunch of stuff and
Is that
see
what
if
they're calling
you
it these
like
days?
it. What?
Tone Central.
I think isn't that what it's called?
No, I'm kidding. I was kidding.
Oh, I was like, I think
no,
that's
I
what
was,
it's called.
I was trying to slide in a bad. That wasn't really bad, but
trying to make this like last week's
Yeah.
video.
yeah, a little. Let's throw it off the radio.
Good. So my favorite gear for that's what I'm saying, 2018 is Katana and
That's a
definitely a
good pick.
Demogorgon.
Yeah.
My favorite album for 2018, man, I don't even know.
I have several. Yeah, like Earthless put out Black Heaven. That was a sweet one. Rory, I think, so it doesn't quite this year, but it was recorded this year. So Cloudcatcher's new album, even though it'll be March of next year when it's out, he recorded it this year and got to hear that. Really love Windhand's new album. That was another one that came out. I guess a lot of the bands I listened to this year released
Came
some
out
new
with stuff.
material. Sleep came out with their first album in 20 years or at least
Oh, wow.
9 to 10 years. It was a long time. So
I haven't listened to much of anything this year. To be honest, it's just been, throw the stuff up on Spotify and go through the rotation.
is there anybody old that you just discovered this year? That you're
You know what? Somebody that I've been listening to more of that I probably didn't, but more this year because it just kind of fell into is like Amy Winehouse.
well.
See, I always bring out like weird shit, unexpected, but it's just I don't know. I was Spotifying or something, or I was on YouTube rabbit hole,
Right.
going down, and so I've just been listening
That's
to a
where
lot
you
more
ended
than
up?
that. I think Lake Street Dive is another one that I kind of found this year too. It's different.
Yeah.
Not something I would listen to every day, but definitely something I've been enjoying as a departure
From your
or a
normal stuff.
contrast
Yeah.
to some of this normal stuff I listen to. You know me, man. I'm all over the board.
Oh yeah.
One day I'm listening and it'll be metal. The next day it's like, we need to put some Merle Haggard on up in her.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So-
I mean, some of the older country stuff, like Gatemouth and Merle Haggard. Those are some that they're new to me.
Gatemouth wouldn't be real. He's more blues.
Well, yeah, I'm saying those are like new, like old
Yeah.
stuff that's newer to me, or that I've been getting further in.
Gatemouth's.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
So if you want to check out somebody really cool who's dead, check out Gatemouth Brown.
Yeah.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
Yeah, he has some really cool stuff. There was some show I was watching where he did like a bunch of duets with a bunch of more country guys.
Oh,
But it was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got a sick sound, plays with his fingers, and he just
Mm-hmm.
nice tone, and a lot. Some of his lines are kind of horn lines.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's something that you.
Well,
hear
yeah, he
horn
has those
section
like
play.
real definite stops on some stuff that gives it, I guess, more of a tension type thing. Because I feel like a lot of blues guys they're trying to smooth out those transitions, whereas like sometimes he has like real definite stops.
And that's where I think check him out.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check him out. Okay, so with Tim White, are $2,000 guitars more comfortable and playable, or just prettier?
I feel like the law of diminishing returns kind of enters in here.
Well, I mean, there's some $2,000 plus guitars that are really nice.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, like,
some of those. I think. Well, what about like the Friedman stuff? Is that over $2,000?
yeah, there's,
The Sir stuff is over $2,000. You're looking at $2,500. I mean, the ones that I've played are pretty comfortable.
oh yeah, no,
You
I
know.
just feel like in terms of what he's asking here is like, a sub $1,000 guitar. If you venture up into the 2,000 plus, is it that much more worth it? I would say.
I think it starts becoming much less than from 200 to 1,000. That is a
Massive
is
difference.
a massive difference. 1,000 to 2,000.
That's what. Yeah, I feel like
I
not
feel
huge.
that there's definitely a difference.
Yeah.
But
it's
I
not
do
as substantial
feel
for the
that it's
money.
not as substantial going from 0 to 1,000 as 1,000 to let's
Yeah.
say 2,000.
Yeah.
Because then you start looking at this flame top and all that other stuff.
Well, that's
and,
what. Yeah, his
and so
pretty
some of that
fan.
you're playing. Yeah, it's prettier.
Right.
But is it?
In terms of playability.
Right.
Well, because I feel like even like if you had to task like Pure S to come up with like $1,000 guitar that was bare bones. I bet you they could get it playing pretty close to the same thing that they'd have at like the 2,500 range.
Yeah,
It's just the pretty. Yeah, that one would end up being prettier, but in terms of playability, that's where like I feel like just because you're spending more and more and more and more money doesn't mean you're going to get more and more playability out of it.
right. I agree.
Yeah. So that's where, like I said, yeah, kind of diminished returns on the investment after a certain point.
Right. Some of it becomes the craftsmanship. I mean, if you start looking at jazz stuff, I mean, there's $30,000 arch tops. Well,
Right.
the reason is the wood, and it's also the craftsmanship that goes along with that.
Right.
You know, building it. So,
Yeah.
because if PRS is going to build $1,000 guitar, they got like a room full of homeless dudes sanding and shit in the back.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I bet you they could do it and get it. It'd be one hell of a playing guitar, but
Oh,
it just
yeah.
wouldn't be the classiest looking thing.
I don't need classy.
No, because I mean, honestly,
bet
like
me.
even but even like Gibson with the old specials, like a lot of those specials, you could argue probably play just as good as some of the higher end ones. It's just really like the feature set and the bridges and the pickups and
Bare bones. I
Yeah.
mean, that was the whole Les Paul studio.
Right.
It's just, you don't need all that other.
yeah, you don't need the gussy
You don't need
nut
all
version.
the other stuff.
Yeah,
You got to put a bow tie on that shit. Just play it.
yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I think that's a solid.
If you got the
answer.
budget though, let us know because I don't think either of us has
I don't
has
have-
anything
I don't
even
have
close to
$2,000.
that range. Yeah.
No, I don't. But I don't. You know, because I also look at $2,000 guitar is like 3 decent guitars or $2,000 guitars. If that makes sense.
Or one hell of an amp. Yeah.
Or, yeah. I mean, everything. It's really funny because we kind of somebody's like $75. Man, that's almost a used such and such.
Yeah. Just
How
think
much
of
is
you,
that? 400. You know what I can get for? I can get me a used.
Think
Believe
about
Deluxe.
guitar, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Guitar and amp money,
Uh,
pedal money.
okay, so what's going on? Oh,
Scott H.
Scott H.
I wonder if he's related to that Scott Free guy. No,
Scott was here. He stopped.
Okay.
He's
I know,
been in
I'm
the
kidding.
shop.
I know.
Oh.
I was
So
just kidding.
Colorado State flag CMG hanging on the wall. It was behind us last week. Looks sharp. Is it your personal guitar or one you spec'd out for sale? Other than the great paint job, did you change anything else from their standard? So, oh my God.
It just happens to be.
It's just, look. Look at this. It just happens to be right here. So, it is, yep. So, CMG, standard, mahogany body, mahogany neck, rosewood fretboard.
Nice belly cut.
Yep, nice belly cut. This is comfortable. Maple top, and then we did do the Colorado flag. It's a little kind of weathered looking. It's not.
Not full on like barn cast or anything, but still
Yeah.
not like new.
And they had the option to put grooves in it, and I thought that would have been cool too, but I didn't want that. So it's nice as you can kind of still see the grain through here.
The
It's,
brush strokes and stuff.
and you can
too
see
on
the brush.
paint.
Yeah, see the
Yeah.
brush strokes, and then we got wooden knobs, which is pretty cool.
Nice
And,
little touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's actually this is weight relieved, and it sounds pretty good. So it's not really any major deviation from what their standard is. It's just got a cool Colorado flag on it because we figured why not?
Yeah. It's definitely a pretty popular one lately too.
Yeah.
Although I feel like people from out of state like it way more than the people in state, but that's just probably because of our constant exposure to the Colorado flag.
Yeah. So that's it. It's just a standard model. It's just got a cool Colorado flag on it. And I think we're doing this for like $8.99 with a gig bag, with a nice gig bag, not some shitty gig bag.
Yeah. Chite, is that a brand?
Yeah, Chite.
The
It's out
Chite
of,
brand.
Yeah, it's Indonesian.
Uh,
Yes. So there you go, man.
Yeah, so yeah, like you said, not a huge departure from what Chris normally offers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice playing guitar though.
Yeah. So the next one is from the Driddles.
Driddle.
He's doing a follow-up from last week. It was just what tele which explore, because last week he asked us what if we had like one guitar for the rest of our lives. That's tough. I was actually like in terms of explorers, I always thought the E2 was kind of a cool one. That one out of the '70s with the stripe through the center. Like I always thought that was a cool one. But honestly, I don't know. I'm too I'm too weird with from day to day. I'm too weird to just commit to just one. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I said for me, if I had to pick one, if I had to do one, I would say Telly Deluxe with humbuckers.
With some split stuff in there if you had to, just to
cover
your bases.
Tap.
Yeah, tap.
Tap a whirl. Tap a whirl. Tap-a-roo. Or a regular Telly. There again.
Telly. Yeah.
A regular Telly with humbuckers. With a humbucker, single-sized humbucker. Kind of like what Ruby is.
Yeah, so you pretty much had.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, that'd be tough. I always think about that, too, because, there's not too many guys anymore, today's players, that use, they're synonymous with one, not one style, but even just one guitar.
One guitar.
Yeah, I mean, Brian May and other guys like that, Albert King, they had the one and that was it. But
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right.
I mean, he had a couple, but he had the number one.
Right.
And then we had Eric Clapton.
Brian May would be, the biggest one to me, because, I feel like I'm sure he's recorded with some other stuff, but you never see him with anything other than Red Special. And I was just thinking about that, not too many guys are just synonymous with one guitar.
Eddie Van Halen, but you've seen different variations of that, and then plus you got the Music Man.
Well, now he's playing the Wolfgang stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's kind of, I think he's followed the checkbook on his guitars.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. All right. Next, I don't know. This is kind of
Colin James and Walking Dead had a cool conversation about Bernie guitars, Dunable guitars, Edwards, Orville might have been in
Bernie.
there. Yeah, and we're gonna add to that. And I think Edwards are actually pretty awesome. They're kind of hard to get in the States, but if you find people with them, they're awesome.
And the Dunable stuff, I've been following those guys for a while. Instagram. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to play them. But they look really cool. They make a lot of really cool stuff. So.
Yeah, they have a Flying V that's actually pretty awesome. It's got more of almost like a Les Paul style headstock, but then it's got it's more of a modern V. It's pretty cool.
I like their RD style guitar. It's kind of got a beveled edge. It's pretty tight looking.
Yeah. Just in case anybody out there doesn't know, Edwards is actually a subsidiary of ESP to get through some of the legal loopholes that were created during the lawsuit era. So Edwards, if you want ESP's version of 100% of a Gibson, that's where you go, is to get those. And then Orville was Gibson's Japanese offshoot, and then Bernie, I don't know the full story on that. Bernie's are pretty cool guitars. I don't know, if they continued, if they're.
I think Fluff just bought one recently when he was in Japan. I just happened to kind of see that through some of the
Reverb's actually opened the door to that stuff too.
YouTube videos,
yeah, the Japanese dealers are on there now, which is nice. That's how my buddy Jake that's how he got his
Greco.
Yeah, his Greco. That's another one that should be in the mix.
Grecos
are awesome. Yeah.
We've had a couple of the Grecos through here, and they really nice playing guitars.
Yeah, Jake's is awesome. That's one that and his Gretsch are probably the two that I'd be most jealous of in his collection. But. Rest of it's kind of shout outs.
Yeah, well, let's just do. So, Ryan, thanks for ruining my day yesterday.
Yeah, and then ruining mine today. Jeez,
and I told him, and now he's ruined because of that. And I know none of you guys know what we're talking about, but.
Involves iTunes charts. And speaking of which, is that an actual thing anymore?
Yeah, let's not get into it too much. Right. But, just saying, Brian, thanks.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Oh. Colin James. Oh, going back to Colin James. Hey, dude, we got new shirts. We're doing another round of shirts because we've been selling them like hotcakes, flapjacks even. And we do have another round of shirts.
Specials.
Right. And we have another round of shirts going through. So hopefully in another week or so we will have some in. And we got your shirt coming. So I will get a hold of you when it's all said and done. And yeah, who else we got in here?
Chris Vellante.
Chris Vallante's sending us high rollers.
Yeah.
So thank
Big
you.
spenders.
I don't know if they came in or not, but
I think the muffaletta is still here, so I'd say no at this point. But
either way, we appreciate sending.
Always
appreciate
it. Yeah.
And if you guys haven't been to the website recently, we did launch the new website. Go check it out.
It was a soft launch. Yeah.
It's like the soft fee.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you guys haven't been to the website, go check it out. It looks pretty rad. We put a lot of time into it. It's still got some bugs and quirkiness and stuff, but we're working through that. But at least we're kind of moved into the new house.
Yeah.
Now we got to.
If you got something crappy about it to say, that at least add like one nice thing.
Yeah. Make us feel good.
Make us feel a little better.
For the effort.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
something for the effort.
Yeah. But let us know if you guys like it, because we're hoping that's what it's there for.
Yeah. Check it out. We think it's a little bit more user-friendly than the last one. If you run into any issues, feel free to email us at info@flipside-music.com. And also add some questions to the video, and we'll answer those for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then, well, the last one was just the Bob Oliver comment on that Ibanez, and we did realize that.
Yeah. It's all right.
It's there.
It's the way it's been for a while.
Well,
Maybe
yeah, I'd
somebody
imagine like
liked
at
it.
least like 30 years.
Yeah, maybe somebody just wanted it that way. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, for 41 years old, that thing's solid.
Well, that's a really nice guitar. Can't smoke my own crack though, man. Know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I didn't want that crap.
Hey, Joe Rogan. All right, guys. We will see you later, guys and girls, ladies, everybody. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
You're on the Dr. Phil show. A problem is that you're into yourself, that you flirt with girls, that you're not plugged into your marriage. You're in the green room hitting on my staff.